Hi, this is Gifted Squared with Kelley Senkowski, and we're talking about gifted with learning differences. This is a tough topic because they're hard to diagnose if a child is gifted with learning disabilities. But if you have someone who understands giftedness and the learning disabilities, then it can be pretty obvious if they're watching in a classroom. What that looks like is you might have gifted tendencies and gifted areas, and then your learning disability can bring down scores in school, so you just look like average or high average. Now, you can tell if these students are gifted and learning disabled in younger elementary. If they have dyslexia, they show those signs, but they still ask profound questions and make connections at a level that's higher than the other kids. And if you talk to them, you can hear a different level of comprehension that they have if you're a teacher or a parent or caregiver or professional. You can just hear by the way their mind works, but yet they aren't scoring the high level they should. Also, there's things like ADD, there's Aspergers. You can have giftedness with all of these things, with sensory integration disorder. But you have to be careful because just plain gifted traits can have these symptoms as well. Really look at, is it a disability or is it giftedness? So you can have both of these together, and schools need to understand this because it's critical for these students, or they will crash by middle school. It usually starts around middle school. You'll see a student that has A, and an F, or a D, and you'll see that in ninth grade. If you're seeing that and they've been solid A's across the board in the younger years, when things get to be more computational and formula based in the middle school and high school years, this can become a problem for them. Their coping skills will no longer work. So they need to have accommodation in school. Under the IDEA Act, these things are covered even for gifted, but you'll have to make sure in an IEP or 504 or some kind of accommodation in school, even if it's just with the classroom teacher in agreement in writing, you need to have something in place that will not just address the learning disability, but also the giftedness to keep them challenged, especially in their core areas of giftedness. But please don't leave out the piece for the giftedness in the accommodation. Once you have the disability accommodated, then we need to also have the giftedness accommodated to keep them challenged and keep them learning.